Yo, it's Mr. Box Office TV, the main event, the professor of truth and entertainment. And if you don't know, you need to get to know. And welcome to the main event's playground, Mr. Box Office TV. He's back. He's back by popular demand. By popular demand, he's back live in the flesh. Because it's time for Mr. Box Office to unleash. I just need to put a special mention to somebody. That he loves me. He absolutely loves me. I can't remember his name now, actually, because that's how relevant he is, actually, by the way. I can't remember his name now. But yeah, if you want to start trolling, keep it going, bro. Keep it going. Because you're free reign to do it, because you're just fueling Mr. Box Office, and that's it. And that's all I need to say, and that's it. Now, the reason why I'm coming on the show today, we're going to talk about Harry Kane, why I still think he's a loser. Number one. Number two, who's the next midfielder out of Tottenham Hotspur? Number three, what my thoughts on the Tottenham Hotspur game against West Ham. Spoiler alert, not that bothered. Number four, who's the next mug that Tottenham Hotspur are trying to buy again? And they're trying to buy in again. A new youngster that we're going to buy in again, other than a proper defender. And number five, why I don't think we're actually that bothered about Tapsoba and Van der Ven. So that's all on the show today, and we're going to get straight into the live today. If you've got questions, put in the comments. If there's anything very much if it's any comments that really take my very good comments, I'll put it up as well. But let's get straight into the video with number one, Harry Kane. Oh my gosh. I'm so bored of this subject, it's unbelievable. And the thing is, though, the thing that fascinates me about this Harry Kane business, because I said this guy's not signing a new contract. And having you know it, everyone's now saying he's not going to sign a new contract, which I'm sitting there saying, what were you expecting, Tottenham fans? What were you expecting? Because I wasn't expecting too much from that at all. And that's it. I mean, what were you expecting? Seeing him sign a contract after getting persuaded? I've never heard such absolute waffle in my whole entire life. Honestly. I mean, come on. I mean, the guy, if you need to persuade somebody to stay at Tottenham, there's an answer there right now. And that's it. And the thing is, though, that's the fascinating thing about it. Everyone was bigging up our performance on a couple of days ago, on Tuesday. They were all bigging up our performance. And that was in the second half. That was in the second half of the game. And who was playing in that game, by the way? Oh, yeah, Richarlison. I didn't see Harry Kane. I didn't see Harry Kane at all. So I think that just shows you Tottenham Hotspur might be better off without Harry Kane. Because the fact is, why, if Tottenham Hotspur have Harry Kane for next season, have Tottenham Hotspur moved on? Someone tell me in the comments right now. Tell me in the comments right now. Has Harry Kane moved? Have we moved on? Tell me. Tell me. Because people say I waffle. People say I waffle. Yeah? They say I waffle. Yeah? But who thought we played better in this first half? Who thought we played better in the first half? Tell me in the comments right now. Put hell yeah or say no. Say hell yeah or say no right now. Did we play well in the first half? No, we didn't play well in the first half. We were all right in the first half. Yeah? But the second half were better. And Harry Kane wasn't even playing. He was not even playing. And that's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So we were better in the second half without Harry Kane. So that just shows you something, doesn't it? That just shows you something, doesn't it? Absolutely shows you something. And that's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We didn't need Harry Kane. We played better without Harry Kane. So what does that say to you? We need to let him go. It's quite obvious. The fact that we are messing around with this, and this could end up being another Berbatov situation. A Berbatov situation at Tottenham Hotspur. And you're telling me that, oh, I'm deluded, I'm waffling. I'm going to get people in the comments saying I'm waffling. I'm absolutely waffling. But I mean, honestly, I've never heard such absolute waffle in my whole life that people are still pining for him to stay, and that's it. And the guy wants to leave. I mean, it's ridiculous. And he needs to leave for his own good as well, because he needs trophies. He doesn't need to be sitting there trying to pine to try and get another trophy at Tottenham, just a Carabao Cup. He needs to start winning championships. Yeah? Start sorting out his legacy. And that's it. And that's all I need to say on this guy. Honestly, it's the most boring subject going. Big up to everybody in the chat. Please like and subscribe. I need to get up to 800 subscribers, by the way, as well. But just don't be a Daniel Levy, right? And just like the stream and support your boy, Mr. Box Office, and that's it. And that's all I need to say, and that's it. I've got a question here. And it's hearing from you for many years since the Football Terrace days. You used to be optimistic that you said even FA Cups, etc., don't matter for Tottenham Hotspur, for Spurs now being so perennial disappointment. Why? Well, for me at the moment, big up to you, Mike. For me, like I said, I think Tottenham Hotspur need to take these competitions seriously now. I've changed my mind on this. The only reason why I've changed my mind on this is that when the Tottenham Hotspur had Pochettino, the ultimate goal was to get Champions League at that time. And Tottenham Hotspur that was their minimum, getting Champions League. That was their minimum. And that was the reason why Pochettino got sacked, because of Champions League. Yes, he had a bad run. Yes, it did. But if we were still in the hunt for Champions League, he would have still stayed, because they would have sacked him in the summer otherwise. And that was it. So for me, sorry, I have to be honest. I think for me now, for Tottenham Hotspur to move forward and to start thinking about building up a team, building a new team, for me, it needs another build. But we need to focus on trying to aim for trophies, because trophies for me lead to the ultimate success and good mentality, and that's it for me. Even if we play great football, it's important that we're able to get over that line to win some honours and win something, to show that we've achieved something, because that will only breed well for the future. And that's why I feel I've changed my mind on these competitions, because for me, that's how you build that mentality. People still are motivated, and that's it. And that's why I feel that we should be going for these competitions now, and we've got to take these very seriously. I'm jealous of Leicester winning the FA Cup. They won the Premier League as well, and I'm jealous of what West Ham did as well, because Tottenham Hotspur should have done that better. Should have done it as well. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous that we didn't take these competitions seriously. I blame Pochettino as well. He didn't take he's taken his eye on the ball, and that's why I think it didn't really help him. And that's it. And there's nothing really else to say on that, really. But I've ended up with next person I need to speak about is Højbjerg. Now, for me, I was on this guy a long time. I said this guy was just bang average. I said this guy was bang average. He's done his job. Yeah. Honestly, I've never heard such absolute rubbish in my life. Yeah. That this guy is, he's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh my gosh, he does this, he does that. Oh, he's a Viking. He's a Viking. Really? I've never heard such absolute waffle in my life. Honestly, he's done his job. And the reason, and now for me, the best thing is for me is just letting go. For me, my main midfielder in that midfield is Basuma. Basuma all day, every single day, because he's strong. He's got energy. For me, he's got that power. And for me, he's the guy in that midfield for me that is going to push us forward for me. Oibie, I mean, you could choose between the two. You can make a choice between the two for me. And for me, the two, I have to be honest. It has to be Oibie that needs to go. He will be good for a team like Atletico Madrid, who he's reportedly been linked with, and it looks like it's a goer. Basically, it might be a goer going to Atletico Madrid. But for me, at the moment for Tottenham, I think if you can get a Douglas Luiz, I think for me it might be a better fit for Tottenham for what we want to do moving forward. For Ange Postecoglou, possibly. That's what I think at the moment it's the best thing for Tottenham. Definitely the best thing for Tottenham to move him on, and that's it. He has done the best he can. He has put his effort in. You can't give him his due. You give it his due. Absolutely, he's been really good in terms of getting to grips with things. And he has put in some good performance for us, and that's it. But I'm not gonna shed a tear if he leaves. And yeah, he might win a few championships. He might win a few trophies at Atletico Madrid. But for what Tottenham Hotspur want to do next season, I think no, not for me. I think it doesn't really work, and I think we have to look at combinations in terms of the combinations with you've got Basuma. I'm not saying Bentancur at the moment because Bentancur is injured, and Maddison, and maybe Sarr, or maybe another midfielder, a defensive midfielder. They call it a six. Maybe that's better. Maybe that is just much better, and that's it for me, and that's it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Højbjerg. I think the links with Douglas Luiz, I see it. I see why. I see exactly why. I see why. I see the links and see why we're doing it. It might be a good fit. Again, it's down to compatibility, whether we're going to work well as a team, and that's it for me. And if that is the way we're going to go forward, that's fine. But it needs time. It needs to be brought. We need to start eyeing these players and bring them in soon to get that chemistry. Now, I know we're not in Europe next season, so we might have a little bit of time, but it's still important because you need to get ahead of the curve, and that's it. Now, I'm saying this, and I'm not expecting too much this season. So, you're going to have to give me a little bit. I'm realistic this season. I'm not expecting a lot this season. Next season, I mean. That's all I'm saying. So that's on Højbjerg and the links between Douglas Luiz. And next one. The next one I want to speak about is the West Ham game. Now, I need to say this. I'm going to clip this as well. I'm going to put timestamps in this because this is a waffling session from Mr. Bot's office. Everybody calls me Waffle, so this is Waffle's sessions from Mr. Bot's office. For me, I think people need to calm down. They need to calm down. The same people were coming at me and saying, "Oh, we don't like Conte." I was saying it as well. They don't like Mourinho. I was saying that as well. Oh, we don't like Nuno. I was saying that as well. But all of a sudden, Ange Postecoglou, oh, wow, fantastic football. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I can't do it. Oh, my gosh. I've never seen such great football in my life. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I need to go mad. Oh, my gosh. I need to get the water. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Really? Calm yourselves. Calm yourselves. I've never heard such absolute waffle in my life. It's like, oh, if you don't support this, you should go down the Emirates. What? Really? Last season was the most embarrassing season for Tottenham. Yeah? Yes, Ange Postecoglou, he's okay. Yeah, he's okay. I mean, I've never heard. I mean, he's okay. I mean, but I mean, it's not even the start of the season, and with like one game, and everyone's going over the top saying, now, oh, my expectations just absolutely changed now. Oh, we can get top 5, or maybe even top 4. I just need to remind Tottenham fans, yeah, this is a manager just came in, right? It's always positive when the manager comes in. If it's not positive, there's a problem. There's a massive problem. Yeah. Now, yeah, he speaks okay. He says how it is. Great. I enjoy that. I like Harry Redknapp. Great. Okay. Right. And then as I said before, and I've said this about this is now the 30th time now, right? I've said it 30 times now. For me, you only know, especially with Tottenham Hotspur, especially with the board that we've got, you only know this is going to be long term after we've had a bad run of how many games we haven't had in the win. No wins. If we had no wins and the fans start shouting through his name saying, we want Postecoglou out. We want him out. When the board say, no, we're not letting him go. This is our plan. This is our plan now. We are sticking with our man. We don't care what the fans think. Yeah, the fans, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're not, you're staying, we're sticking with our man. That's when Mr. Box Office, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment will start saying, will shut up. He will shut up. And that's it. Because what I've heard from Tottenham fans, oh, well, it's about results now. It's about results. Well, that wasn't long term then. That meant that it wasn't long term, and you didn't believe in him that much then. You didn't believe in Scott Munn. So it's either you stick with this guy long term, regardless of what's going on. If he's falling down the table, as long as we don't get relegated, you stick with your man. You do what Arsenal did with Arteta. You do what Brighton, because supposedly now, we're doing it like Brighton. We are doing it like Brighton. Well, Brighton stuck to Graham Potter, even though they were always threatened with relegation. So if we're going to do that, we've got to stick with our man through the bad times. And if we do that, then I'll start saying, yeah, now I see this is long term. Now I can get behind it. Because at the moment, all I've got is hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. And I'm sorry, Tottenham fans. I was out a teenager stage a long time ago, bro. And ladies and gentlemen, I was out being a teenager a long time ago. A long time ago. Sorry, those years are done. Those years are done. So for me, I need convincing. I need convincing. Like Pochettino did, and I'm not talking about the trophies. I'm just saying I didn't believe in Pochettino when he came in. But then I saw the change in the way that we played and the fact that he was getting the best out of the players that we had. We changed our philosophy. We changed everything. Even though he had an all right season his first season, then the convincing started because he started to show some results. At the moment, I've got nothing to go on. Pre-season is pre-season. I know Arsenal did well last season, pre-season. I understand that. But there's a long way to go. There is a long way to go. And I'm sorry, beginning of the season, we're still in summer. See, people should be enjoying their summer. You know what I mean? But all we're doing is getting excited about something that we don't know nothing about at the moment. Oh, you've got to do research. Great. Okay. The guy needs to make himself known at Tottenham Hotspur. It's all right doing it at Celtic. Great. No disrespect to Celtic, but I've seen managers who are good. I've seen George Graham that was good at Leeds and Arsenal. I've seen I've seen people like Mourinho winning at Chelsea. I've seen Harry Redknapp win an FA Cup at Portsmouth. Yeah, come to Tottenham, don't do nothing. Even though he played fantastic football, didn't do nothing. You see what I'm saying? I've seen Glenn Hoddle, yeah, doing well at other clubs, coming to Tottenham, get sacked. I've seen Ramos win one cup and then get sacked the next season. See, I've seen it all. I've seen it all since 1998 when we nearly got relegated. And that's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, and that's it. Big up to the people in the chat. Big up to the people in the chat. Listen, guys, if you're gonna say something, come and make yourselves known. Say some give me a question. Give me a question. Make yourselves known. Make yourselves known. Because I'm grateful that you're all working. There's 47 people in the chat. Big up to you all. Big up to you all. Because you're all really appreciated. Really, really appreciated. Big up to you all. And just keep your comments coming. Send some questions to me. Give me some questions. And I'm ready to answer them. That's great. I mean, I've got so much other things I've got to speak to you about today as well. But big up to you all. But and please like and subscribe. I'm really on the road. I'm on the road to 800 subscribers. You'll see more of me because this is Mr. Boxos Unleashed, and you're going to get more of this because I'm going to have to say a lot on my chest. I'm going to have a lot on my chest because I can't do it on other people's shows anymore. And that's it. That's all I'm saying. And that's it. So you're going to get more shows like this, more interaction like this, and that's it. Just so, because you lot you've been smashing it in the chat. Just need to do some special acknowledgements, and that's it. Big up to Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Big up to you. I know you're on Perchy's stream. Big up to you. Also, TJ, big up to you, TJ. Big up to you, TJ, as well. Big up to you, Patrick. I know you're waiting for me, so I do apologise. And that's it. Big up to you, Jono. Big up to you. Thank you for waiting for me. I know I do apologise for that as well. Terry Wright, big up to you. Big up to you for being patient as well. Sorry about the lateness, but like Henry Wright says, lateness is greatness. Big up to you, Mike. Oh, here we go. Big up to Spurs Talk Show, Sean, even though he's a waffler and I can ban it in every single time, but big up to you, bruv. Big up to you. Perchy, Savers apprentice, big up to you. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Phil, big up to you, Phil. Big up to Lee. Big up to, I love my soca music. Oh, I love my soca music all day long. Oh my gosh. I actually like it more than bloody watching Tottenham sometimes, honestly. It's better, honestly. I'll get more fun out of that, to be honest with you. Big up to you. JJ, big up to you, JJ. And Phil, big up to you, Brian. Yeah, big up to you, Brian. Big up to everyone. Big up to Daryl. Yeah, I totally agree with you there. Oh, absolutely. I mean, anyway, I'm done with that. I'm done with Harry Kane now. Honestly, I'm so done with him, honestly. Oh, this is a good question. My thoughts on Solomon. He's okay. He was all right against West Ham. He was, but I think I need to see more of him. I've got to be honest. I didn't notice him last season. If I'm really honest, I didn't notice him. You know, with some players, we get linked with them, and then suddenly you have to do research on them. I'm told, yeah. Well, if you actually notice them, you'll know them when you see, you'll see more highlights of them for the team that they're playing, and that's it. You'll hear a lot about them playing for their team and the good things that they hear about from their team, and that's it. But I hadn't noticed him. I didn't notice him at Fulham. I've got to be honest. The only people I've noticed was Mitrovic. I think it was. I think that was it, really. To be honest with you, I think that was it, really, for me. Mitrovic, the manager. So that was it really for me. So I've got to be honest. I don't really. He's another one that needs to convince me. If I'm really honest, really honest. So yeah, that's it for me. I agree. Bad run. Yeah. Well, there's only so much I can say. Look, there's only so much I can say. There's so much I can say. Big up to you, mate. Big up to you. Mate. I don't want to get your name wrong, but big up to you. Big up to you. We need 2 forwards that can get us 15 goals per season. Kane out, man. Hill's holding us back. Yeah, I mean, for me at the moment, I'm not really that fussed about I think for me, Richarlison, I know he's not great. I think we can get somebody. I mean, there's not great strikers out there, to be honest with you. There's no great strikers out there, to be honest with you, at all. If I'm really honest, no great strikers at all. So for me, yeah, I mean, we can find somebody if we are clever, that can play the system that Ange Postecoglou wants to do. So I think you can do it, but the main focus should be centre backs, and that's it for me. And that's it. And it leads me into my next subject, which is Ashley Phillips. Ashley Phillips. Now, for me, how can I put this? If you're taking the opportunity to get this guy in, right, this Ashley Phillips, now he might be good. He might be very good, right? Now, for me, I think we should be focusing on trying to get the centre backs that we need in. For me, just me personally, I think we need to get the centre backs that we need to move forward, and that's it for me. And I think it's all right getting this centre back that's potentially very good, but we don't even know whether the manager is going to be here long term. You see, we haven't got a director of football, so how do we know this guy's development is going to get better? I've heard other players as well that are in the youth team, but we have not had a focus on the youth very well since John McDermott, who was our best director, who was our youth director at the time, who really had a good connection with Pochettino. And I think we've lost that. And hopefully, this is the key thing. This is why I say that I need time with Postecoglou at the moment, because at the moment it's all right saying he's playing great football, but it's not just about him being good football. Because if he's going to be a manager for Tottenham Hotspur, he needs to connect with everyone, absolutely everyone. He needs good relationships with everyone in terms of the youth, working well with the youth director, the youth below, the people that do the transfers, Gabbiadini at the moment, the director of football, who possibly is coming in as well. So for me, I think it's important that I think it's good that we're trying to look at young players. That's great, and we're taking the opportunity and trying to snatch opportunities. But for me, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on this. I think we should be trying to get centre backs in, and prioritize that at the moment. And it's good that we're looking at the youth, but I think it's important that we have somebody who's a leader, like John McDermott, who was doing so well. He did really well, and now he's in at England now, the England setup now. I think it's important that we focus on how the process to work on to improve on the youngsters that are coming through. What youngsters need to go on loan. That's important as well. And yeah, it's just really important for me. I don't understand why we're getting all these young players in, but we haven't really got a path for them, and we've not got a leader like John McDermott or somebody that works well and building relationships with the manager, because that has been broken since Mourinho. It's been broken since Pochettino. It's been broken, and it's not helped because we've changed philosophies every single time. And yeah, this is where I think the director of football comes in, which is really important as well. So for me, there's so many things that need to be sorted before we can get these youngsters in. We can get these youngsters in, that's great. But for me, you need somebody to make sure we've got a director of football, youth director, and we've got a youth director in at the moment who, to be honest, it's escaped me. So if anybody in the chat can tell me, that'd be great. But I mean, for me, I'm not sold on it at the moment. And for me, I think we should be focusing on the first team at the moment with the centre backs, and that's it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Ashley Phillips. He might be great, and I might regret saying that. I might have to take it back, but I'm not that fussed. I really am not fussed about this guy. I've got to be honest. And leads me to my final subject. But before I go on to the final subject, I need to to some comments because I know people have asked me some things in the comments. Big up to you all, guys. Big up to you. Big up to you, because I didn't think I was going to have loads of people in here in the chat. And I was just going to it was just going to be me just to the screen, just talking, which I don't mind because people say I waffle. Well, no, I don't waffle. I just talk truth. Who's the more attractive now, Spurs or Aston Villa? Villa got Diaby now. At the moment, I think Aston Villa look very, very good. I think they've got a strategy. They've got a director of football. They've got the structure in place. And for me, there's going to be a lot of pressure on next season because they're going to be in Europa Conference League next season. So they're going to play 2 games a week. But yeah, I mean, it does look good. It does look good. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I think at the moment, at the end of the day, Tottenham Hotspur starting all over again. So, and we haven't got a director of football. Whether or not let's be honest here. And I should have mentioned this as well because it was a positive on the West Ham game. You can see what Postecoglou wants to do, how he wants to play. That's a clear indication he wants to attack. Okay, so that's a positive about Tottenham Hotspur, right? But it's only the start. Okay, now with Unai Emery, it can be, there can be some bad times with him. You know that, we all know that. But I think at the moment they're better set up because they've got a director of football that's worked with Unai Emery and knows him very well. They're getting the players that he wants as well, and for me, it's getting better. It's working really well for them. So I think Aston Villa at the moment are the better attractive club at the moment, 110%. And Tottenham Hotspur, and people forget as well, Postecoglou needs to stay the whole season. We can't even guarantee that at the moment. People say he's got 4 years, but can you actually believe that he's going to have 4 years? I don't think you can. I don't think you can at all. And that's it. I just don't think you can. So yeah, big up to you. Big up to you, Mike, for the question. Big up to you for evening all. Yeah, big up to you. Thoughts on signs? Well, this is big up to as well. Uncovered. This for me, Maddison is the best. For me, I think everybody knows my thoughts on Maddison. I knew Maddison's a fantastic player, absolutely wonderful player, because for me, I saw him against us at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium when Leicester were playing us at home, away from we were playing at home against Leicester. He was the best player on the pitch, 110%. And since that day, I said, yeah, I have a bit of that all day long. All day long, I would have Maddison all day long. And I felt, for me, he was absolutely fantastic. And I was, for me, he's Eriksen, he's Modric, all put together. All put together. Honestly, it's like Christmas and birthdays come at once. And honestly, since he signed, he's just endeared to me so much. Honestly, I saw him with his kid, and oh my gosh, it was just gosh. I mean, it's not Mr. Botsos Unleashed now; it's Mr. Botsos in Dreamland now. You know what I mean? You know, and it's just he just looks like a guy that just can do boom, open it up just like that, boom, 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 open it up, open up doors every single time when he's got the ball. He's looking forward every single time. You know what I mean? He's looking forward to just going there just every single time. You know what I mean? Just big up. You know what I mean? And that's it. And for me, he's a fantastic signing. And the only thing that worries me about him at the moment is injuries. That's the only thing that worries me at the moment. But for me, yeah, big up to him every single time. I am so happy about Maddison. Honestly, it is a good signing, that one. Solomon, I've already said my piece on him. I think he's okay, and that's it. But big up to you. Right, this is another one as well. You know what? This is another good question. Big up to you, Alex Ray. Right, for me, I see what people talk about Romero. I see it. I see why. Yeah, because the guy is rash. Yeah, I made the mistake of beginning up too soon. I mean, I apologize for it because I said, "Oh, well, he's going to take long time to settle in the Premier League." You know what I mean? You know, he's come from the Italian league. He's come to the Premier League. He's come to an unsettled team, a very unsettled team under Nuno. Comes against Chelsea, banters Lukaku out the building. Banters him out the building. Like Lukaku didn't even see him. Did not even see him. You know what I mean? And I was sitting there, I was at the stadium, I was like, I don't see Lukaku. Where's Lukaku? Where is he? Where is he, bro? Romero absolutely bantered him out the building. Yeah? Had him in his pocket. Had him in his pocket all day long. Yeah? But I think last season, you saw his faults. You saw exactly what his faults were. And I think for me, we had the decision to make over the summer. Now, for me, it looks like we've made the decision already. Romero's staying. So for me, you need a defender that complements him. If you're making him your main, if he's part of your spine, if Romero's part of your spine, you need somebody that can complement him. Okay, you can also have somebody to compete with him as well. That's great, but you need somebody to complement him as well. Yeah. Now you look at the two defenders that we're looking at, because we're looking at Tatsoba and we're looking at Van der Ven. Now Van der Ven, for me, the description of him sounds like Sanchez. I'm being honest with you. Right now. Yeah, sounds like Sanchez. Yeah. Now, for me, he's got absolutely unbelievable pace from what I've seen. The combinations and stuff, and that's it. But he's a young defender. He's going to take time. Is he going to complement Romero? That's my question at the moment. Tatsoba, don't know a lot about him. If I'm really honest, don't know a lot about him. Yeah? But he looks like another defender that looks like someone that could work with Romero, and also a good defender to bring in to help us move forward. Play the game that Ange Postecoglou wants to do at the back. Now, for me, we need to bring them in. I don't understand why we've not brought them in. And it leads me to why I don't think we're interested. Because why is it's taken so long to get these deals over the line? And I'll tell you why. I don't think Tottenham Hotspur are really that interested at the moment, because I think they're going to go back to Lenley. Because I think they were very impressed with Lenley last season. Because if you look at the signings we've already made already, there was a little bit of pressure on it. Okay? Vicario was a guy that Paratici and Gabbiadini were very much really interested in him. They kept an eye on him very much, very hard. They were keeping monitoring him so hard. As soon as other teams got interested and it became apparent that he was available, Tottenham Hotspur thought, yeah, we need to get him because we've got no goalkeeper. We need to get him. We need to get him right now. We need to get him in right now. Yeah. So that put the pressure on us to buy him, and that's it. 20 million, no brainer. That's what we got in. Yeah. Maddison. Now, let's be honest here. And I think there's some news already that in the ethos at the moment that he wanted to go Newcastle. Obviously, Newcastle had other targets. So that was the first thing. He had the same agency. Now, for me, I don't even know why we need to know about that, but hey ho, that's how it is now these days. Everyone needs to know. Everyone's in the know now these days. Also, really, to be honest, he wanted to stay in London. He wanted to stay in London as well. No other top 6 club was going for him. And that's it. So we had to get it done. And also, the deal had to get done quickly because of Leicester City and their FFP thing. So that put even more pressure to get the deal done quickly. So that was another thing. Urgency. Another urgency. There's not urgency at the moment for Tottenham Hotspur to get those centre-backs in right now. Which, for me, is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. But the point is that with the urgency of the 2 deals that I've just mentioned, Vicario and Maddison, there was urgency to get that deal done, those deals done right now. Right? If it wasn't any urgency, Tottenham Hotspur would have just waited. And you know who would have waited because look at what they're doing with the centre-backs right now. And that's it. Solomon's on a free. Right? They're doing it. They had to get it in quickly because look at what Fulham were trying to do. They were trying to get him in. Yeah, they're trying to get him in as well. So they had to get it in as well. They had other things around it as well with his parent club as well. There's other things that I don't really want to go into because that's more political. But again, there was urgency because of the fact that it was free. So again, it again goes to the urgency thing as well. At the moment, centre-backs, yeah, we need centre-backs, and they know that we need centre-backs because some of the centre-backs need to go. But is there any urgency to get them in right now? Because if there was urgency, I tell you right now, we would have got them in right now. We would have not haggled from what was reportedly, because Van der Ven was nearly done. Yeah, nearly done. And then we went back to try and renegotiate. Now, would you really renegotiate with somebody that we really need right now? And clearly you can see that we need them because you have Romero and you had Romero at the back and you saw what happened. And and that's it really for me. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, and that's it. And that's why I for me, there isn't that much to say really for me, and that's it really. So yeah, there's not really much to say on that really for me. And I think for me, we're not really. I think we're going to end up with Lenglet at the moment. At this stage, at the moment, I think we're going to get Lenglet. Absolutely, 100%. Absolutely, 100%. But for me, to answer your question, I would say at the moment, no, I wouldn't sell Romero. I wouldn't sell Romero at all. I wouldn't sell him. I wouldn't sell him at all. Because, I think for me, I think at the moment, if we wanted to leave, that's a different matter. Absolutely different matter. 100%. And to be honest, I've got no connection with him. I've got no, I don't really want to, I don't really care if he goes anyway. You know what I mean? I think we can get better. You know what I mean? That can and get a partnership like Rio Ferdinand and John Terry back in the day. like Arsenal have got with Saliba and Gabriel. You know, just a partnership. Varane and Martinez for Manchester United. You know, those sort of partnership. We need a partnership at the moment. And for me, if you can't get a partnership for Romero, just get rid and get somebody that can work. The two defenders that can work really well. So, yeah, to answer your question, no, I wouldn't sell him right now. No, I think we need to work with him and get somebody that works with him well, and that's it. I think you can do something with him. Whether we can find the right partner for him, that's the question at the moment. So hopefully I've answered your question, Alex. There was another about the Glazers. Soca music. That. Just looking at your comments, everybody. Big up to everybody. We've got 52 people in the chat, and I want some like. If you do, please like Mr. Box Office. If you think Mr. Box Office is talking the truth, please like the stream. If you think Mr. Box Office talks waffles, even though he don't talk waffles, please like the stream. And big up to you all. Big up to everybody in the chat right now. Big up to you all. I'm just catching up with the chat right now because this is madness. This is amazing. This is insane. Absolutely insane. This is the biggest number of people that watched me for a long time. Big up to you all. Big up to you all. I thought I was just going to be here just talking to myself. So for me, I was a lot of things to just talk about and just waffle on, and that was it really for me. That's it. Not that I waffle. I don't waffle. I make truth, and that's it. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm going to do more of this. If you want more of this, of the Mr. Box Office Unleashed, please like the stream. Please subscribe. Put the bell notification on as well, because there's going to be more on Mr. Box Office TV. Also, the best, the worst, and bang average is still coming soon. It's still working on. It's still worked on. Lock it in. Looking into your diary, because you will get your refresh, reset, restart from Mr. Box Office. So keep it locked in, because Mr. Box Office is going to show you a different side to you. Rather than seeing Mr. Box Office moaning about Tottenham Hotspur, you're going to see Mr. Box Office talk some nice things about Tottenham Hotspur. It's enjoyment out of the past, and that's it. So keep it locked in with Mr. Box Office, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment. What is your thoughts on Porro at right back? Well, for me, he's all right. He's all right. I mean, I feel sorry for him. I felt sorry for him. It's like Dan Juma. I felt sorry for him. Because he came in. He came in late, didn't he? And the manager didn't want him in the first place, didn't he? But I think Porro, he's just come into a bad situation, hasn't he? He can't defend. He's a very good attacking, wing back. Obviously, I mean, he played in Champions League, didn't he? So I mean, he's going to be at a good level, isn't it? So, but for me, yeah, he's all right. I mean, I think the concern for me is that him at right back, though. Yeah, he can't defend. Maybe it's a good way to play more further forward. For me, I think maybe play more further forward, maybe ideal situation. But I don't like Emerson. I'm sorry. I think Emerson absolutely bang average. Honestly, the waffle I've heard from one person saying to me, "Oh, he's the third best player last season, even though we're eighth last season." Honestly, that just sums it all up. Honestly, it's like, oh, because it's sunny. Oh, that's good. Oh, for goodness sake, I've never heard such absolute waffle in my life. Honestly. But yeah, I think it's a big season for him this season. I think there's a big season for a lot of players, but I think they need some stability. I think that's it. I think they need stability, and the thing that's positive at the moment that you can see everybody's got smiles on their faces, but with Postecoglou's including everybody in the squad. So for me, it's pretty positive. It's pretty positive for me, and in that sense, and the only thing I would say is I there's a lot of players for me that need to be let go of. I think Lo Celso's done us a big favour for me playing the way he played at West Ham against West Ham, because for me I think it just enhances his chances of getting sold. Because I'm not sold on him at all. I think for me, is he the right personality to go to have in the squad when we're going for a bad run? Is he going to run through hoops? Is he going to be around? I don't know. Undombele the same. You know what I mean? I think that's it. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. I've got to be honest. Leicester isn't in London. I didn't say Leicester's in London. I said London. I've said Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur's in London. Yes, it is. I don't know what you mean by that, but big up to you, mate. Big up to you. Agree. Shocking. Listen, I'm not going to get into the whole thing about Levy. You know what I mean? For me, I try and keep away from speaking about it. The only reason why I say what I've said is because I know my football club. And that's it. And like I said, I need them to convince me, that they're going to back this guy through a bad run. Yeah, when the going gets tough, they stick with their man, and that's when I'll start saying, yeah, okay, you proved your worth now. You proved you made your bed. You're lying in it, and you're sticking with your man. And now let's go. Let's see what goes on now. Let's see what happens now, because then that's backing. That is backing a manager through his bad times. Yeah, not just money. Back your manager through the bad times. Yeah, then we might see the fruits of us doing well. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying all day long. And that's it. Yeah, every single time. Every single time. Every single time. Every single time. Do you remember when Spurs fans said Kulu's better than Saka? Well, for me, like I said, everyone was going over the top again. Like I said, this is why I don't go over the top right now about Postecoglou. I don't go over the top about Solomon. I don't go over the top about the players that we've got. Yes, I love Maddison. I think Maddison's fantastic. Yeah, Vicario, don't know nothing about him. So why am I going over the top about him when I don't know nothing about him? This is the same thing with Kulu. Same thing with Bentancur. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it has to be consistent. It has to be consistent. And, it's great that we had the players like Harry Kane, Son, but when it really matters, this is when you need to turn up in finals and semi-finals. That's the problem with Tottenham Hotspur. The big players did not turn up in semi-finals and finals. So for me, you can't really argue anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, it's great that Kulu turned up. Great. Yeah. Early part when he started up. Great. Yeah. Great start. But he didn't maintain it in the last season. He didn't. Yeah. Injuries. Yeah. But he didn't maintain it last season. Another one that needs to step up is Son. Son. All day long. All day long. So I have to refresh, get the fuel up. The fuel up right now. But yeah, that's what they need to do. Honestly, absolutely. From the last word of Spurs, the deal is set to collapse. Really? Everybody in the chat, do you see the new breaking news about Sanchez? I mean, honestly, I've got to be honest, yeah. So, this is my first stream. Forgive me, Tottenham fans. Forgive me, people in the chat. It'll be more structured next time, yeah. But this was the relaunch of Mr. Box Office TV on Mr. Box Office Unleashed, so it will be more structured next time. But look, I mean, Sanchez. I mean, some of the stuff that I saw when Sanchez got bid, we got a bid for Sanchez. It's like, oh wow, my gosh, we got a bid for Sanchez. Oh my gosh, we're going to get rid of him. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm like, has he gone yet? Oh no, he hasn't. Oh, he's still playing. I forgot that. Still making mistakes in defence. I forgot that. Oh wow. Oh wow. I can't believe it. Wow. He's still here. He's still here. But we're making such a big deal because we got a bid for him. Honestly, again, we got over the top. This guy, oh, now it's set to collapse. Why did it look like it collapsed, Lee? I can't believe it. Wow. So we can't even get a young player on over the line now. A young defender over the line. Wow. Again, waste of time, isn't it? If I'm really honest, I'm not that interested in Tottenham's transfers. I'm not interested in transfers anymore. I'm not interested in transfers anymore because for me, it's just over the top now. It's literally over the top. I mean, it's like the whole thing with Van der Ven and Tatsoba. Oh, we're gonna make a bid. Oh, we're gonna make a bid. It's like, why do I care whether you're gonna make a bid? Just make the bloody bid. Just make the bloody bid. Just make the bloody bid. Like, why are you telling me you're gonna make the bid? Oh, we're preparing for a bid. Right, okay. So, like, it's like me going to the shop. I'm gonna go to the shop. Great. I'm gonna go to the bank. Yeah, great. So, who cares about me going to the bank? Who actually cares about me going to the bank? It's like, what am I paying? What am I actually paying? You know what I mean? What money am I getting out? What's what you're interested in? Not because I'm going to the bank. Oh, I'm going to I'm going to go and book a holiday. Oh, great. Okay, you're going to book a holiday. Where are you going to? I haven't booked it yet. Okay, so what are you telling me for? Oh, I'm going to book a holiday though. Okay, but when are you going to book it? I haven't booked it yet. No, I'm just telling you. That's Tottenham Hotspur buying a player. It's like we're going to make a bid. Great. Okay. Tell me when you're going to make the bid then. This is us and Van der Ven, by the way. This is us and Van der Ven and Tatsoba, by the way. Yeah. This is us moving forward. This is a new era at Tottenham Hotspur with Dom Pratigy, by the way. Dom Pratigy and Gabardini, by the way. Yeah. At the wheel because he's cooking. He's cooking. Yeah. Cooking Pratigy still at Tottenham Hotspur when he's absolutely shammed us last season, by the way. Shammed us last season, by the way. Yeah. Honestly, I've never heard such absolute waffle in my life. We're celebrating though. We're saying, oh, we're moving forward, even though he was absolutely embarrassing last season, bruv. Absolutely embarrassing, yeah. But this is Tottenham. This is Tottenham. We're making a bid. Honestly, I've never heard such absolute waffle in my whole entire life. Honestly, it is absolutely painful. Honestly, it's absolutely painful. Honestly, just make the bloody bid, buy the player, and then be done with it. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I've never heard such absolute waffle in my whole entire life. And honestly, you know what I mean? Big up to everybody in the chat, by the way. Big up to you. Yeah, well, it's 9 million. Oh, that's a good one. That was a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Take the money. You know what, mate? I'm thinking that all day long. I'm thinking that all day long. I'm saying that all day long. You know what I mean? You know, it is painful. It is absolutely painful. Big up me to football. Big up to you, bro. Give up to you, bro. Yeah. I suffered an injury last season. The number of times my eyes disbelief. Eric Dyer is playing the week out. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I've got to be honest, Phil. I've got to be honest. Virgil van Dyer just sums up Tottenham fans all day long, yeah? We were calling him Virgil van Dyer a couple of seasons ago, yeah? Under Antonio Conte. The guy that everyone's now criticizing, but they were shouting his name, by the way, singing his name in the stadium, yeah? And I was there and I never sang his name. I never sang his name. Yeah, I had people, Antonio. Everybody sang his name, say Antonio, 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 Antonio. And I was sitting there saying, really, this is so embarrassing. And you just see Conte's face. He's sitting there just like thinking, really, really, really. They're celebrating my name. I've done nothing. I've literally done nothing. Honestly, I've done absolutely nothing. What have I done? What have I actually done? Honestly, I've never heard such absolute waffle in my life. Honestly, I've done more at Chelsea. I've gone to Inter Milan. I've gone to Juventus. Even though Juventus got into trouble, I can't go there, can I? I can't go there. I have to turn that. I've got to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? But it's just for me. It's like, why are you celebrating my name for? I ain't won no trophies. I ain't won no trophies. You know what I mean? But you're shouting my name though. Oh my gosh! And the thing that's sad about the whole thing is that we actually went back to him. He actually turned us down. He said, "No, I don't want any more Tottenham. No, I don't want him. No." So we look like the mugs. We look like the mugs. You know what I mean? It's only that now because I know we would have kept him to the end of the season, Antonio Conte, because he was getting us to where we want to be, getting Champions League. Work that out. You know what I mean? So, but we're now criticizing it now. We're saying, oh, it was terrible football. But everyone was jumping up and down last season, beginning of last season, saying, we're back. We're going to challenge. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. Season later, we're saying, oh, that was awful football. Absolutely awful football. I'm not criticizing certain man because certain man didn't want them. Certain man did not want him. Yeah, and you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, because to be fair, they were said no, not having Antonio Conte, not having him. So big up to those people, and that's it. They know who they are. They know who they are. So, but there are certain people that were on Conte. They were, really wanting Conte. They wanted him to stay. Changed their mind. Completely flipped round straight away. Flip round. I was on that train a little bit as well, to be fair. I was. But I just thought I didn't wait to see us moving forward, getting a manager that can play attacking football. Now we're looking like we're doing that. So we have to wait and see, don't we? We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. I will be wrapping up soon, guys. It will be another episode. This has been just refreshing for me. Honestly, this has just been refreshing. Honestly, I've got to say that. Honestly, back to life, back to reality. That's what I'm going to be singing that. I'm going to be singing that all day long. If we do badly in the season, I'll tell you that every single time. But anyway, back to the stream. And if I'm really honest, that's all I've got for you today. I'm going to be wrapping up soon. I'm going to big up everyone in the chat. Big up to everybody. Big up to you all. I will see you tomorrow because I've got still so much to say on this club. Honestly, honestly, there's going to be more coming out. There'll be more coming out, and this will be hopefully regular. These streams, I've really enjoyed it. Big up to everybody for supporting. Please like the stream. I'm just going to check how much likes I've got on there. Yeah, big up to everyone because I've had up to. Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody in the chat. What are we on to lights at the moment? 63. Oh, big up to everyone. 63 lights. Big up to everybody. Big up to you all. Absolutely fantastic. Big up to you all. I am going to wrap it up soon, though. I'm wrapping up now soon. Please like and subscribe even more further. But big up to everybody in the chat that liked the stream today. You'll see more of Mr. Box Office Unleashed right? This is the first episode and the first live. You'll see more of this because there's always something to unleash on, and that's it. So it wasn't that structured, but there will be more structure coming soon. And I hopefully have seen. I'll have some more content for you as well, of videos as well. Like I said, the best, the worst, and the bang average top 5 is coming soon. Keep it locked in to your boy, Mr. Box Office, the main event, the professor of truth and entertainment. And as always, if you don't know, get to know. And that's it. And I will leave it like this every single time. And you know how I'm going to do it. I'm leaving out all day, every single day. And that's how we do it on Mr. Box Office TV. And I'm out.